Hey everyone, it is Millicent Brandon Porter here with Alkahlivin. I'm just going to give you a really quick video. This is my third time trying to record this video. I'm going live. My phone keeps overheating, so now I'm like in my car and I'm just trying to get the video out there now. So bear with me. I might go through it a little faster than I was supposed to go through it based on the circumstances, but if you have any questions or want to further the conversation, then please feel free to DM me, to email me, just let me know, okay? So basically in this video we're going to be going over soy. We're going to be going over the benefits and the side effects of it. Soy is a protein from soybeans that is used as a replacement for animal protein in foods. So we know that vegans and vegetarians, they get most of their protein from soy. So basically that's where they get it from. It originates in Eastern Asia. And soybeans are one of the most widely grown genetically modified plants in the world today. It is horrible that almost 90% of soy plants are genetically modified. But that's the world we live in, right? So genetically modified soy is also called RR soy. Was developed by a biotech giant, Monsanto. I don't know if you guys know or not, but that is like a whole nother conversation in itself. But they made it commercially available to farmers in 1996. So 1996, that's when they gave it to the farmers to be able to use it to make our crops that we buy now at the supermarket. It was made to make soy plants survive being sprayed with the herbicide Roundup. I don't know if you guys heard of that or not, but it's just a type of herbicide, and it's a lot of different types of them too, which would have killed the original soybean plant. It's basically it's for weeds, and it used to kill the soybean plant, the original one. So they basically mixed in the DNA, put another strand of DNA in with the original soybean, and then voila, you have a soybean plant that is not going to shrivel up and die when you spray it with the Roundup herbicide. Let's see. Monsanto is a company that basically just makes GMO seeds. They have made a few different. They make corn, GMO corn. There's actually a few things that I didn't know that was GMO made, like a lot of it here in Ohio, not in Ohio, but in the United States. And I'm going to read off that list too. So that's that. I'll probably talk more about the Monsanto company later. Not right now though. The use for soy grew. In 1997, there was only 8% cultivated for U.S. Commercial market that was genetically modified, and by 2006 it went up to 89%. 89% by 2006. Yeah, tell me about it. And we're in 2020 right now, you guys. You know that, right? So I can only imagine that almost 100% of the soy made here in America is definitely modified, genetically modified. So we're going to go into genetically modified because it's important to go into it, because it's just, that's what we put into our bodies, you guys. You know, we have to be aware of what we're putting into our bodies. So genetically modified foods, we're going to go into it a little bit. Genetically modified agriculture has led to super weeds and super pests that are extremely difficult for farmers to manage. Farmers affected by the pests must turn to more toxic chemicals, more labor, and more intensive tillage. So more chemicals that's going to end up getting put into soy, into any crop that is genetically modified. More chemicals, more labor for them, and more intensive tillage. So, and herbicides, including Roundup, which is used for the soy plant, can increase disease by altering plants' ability to absorb nutrients and reduce soil health. So, it's altering the ability to absorb nutrients. What exactly are you eating when you eat genetically modified food? You know what I mean? If you're not getting all the nutrients that's inside of that food, why even eat it? You know, like you have an orange. I'm going to eat this orange because I know that it has vitamin C in it, and vitamin C is going to boost my immune system, and I need that vitamin C. I need that orange for that reason. But when you eat genetically modified foods, it's being altered to where it's not getting its nutrition like it would originally with the original plant that has not been manipulated. Follow? So that is one thing to definitely be aware of. And also, you guys, too, one thing that I have noticed having a garden is that it needs sun, water, and nutrients. It needs its nutrients. Just like us, we need our vitamins, our minerals to make us feel energetic and happy and just like our body is on fire. We need that. That's the same with our plants. You know what I mean? They need their nutrients also. So when the soil is not rich in nutrients and when the plant can't absorb all the nutrients that it's supposed to, that is bad news. Bad news. Especially for people who are vegetarian and vegan, who are like really eating vegetables and fruits and herbs and plants to get their vitamins and minerals. You're not getting it if you eat too much GMO stuff. You get what I'm saying? You're not getting all of what you think you're getting, you know? So, what is a GMO crop, right? A genetically modified crop is a crop that has a genetic makeup altered in order to produce a desired outcome. This specific plant breeding that takes the desired DNA trait from the organism and implants it into another one to create a stronger product, right? So why do we have GMO foods in the first place, you guys? Because the population grew and they're trying to, you know, produce more food. I can understand it, you know what I mean? I can, but it's not the healthy way to go, you know? So yeah, they produce, they look a lot stronger. They look nice and strong and freaking juicy and fat, but it's not packed with the nutrients that is supposed to be packed with. So it's not as good as it looks. That's one of those looks can be deceiving type thing. And here's a couple things that I was like super surprised, you guys, that is genetically modified here in America, like for real. Squash, yes. Squash in 1995 was genetically modified. Soybeans in 1995 was genetically modified. Corn in 1996 was genetically modified. Papaya in 1997. Apples in 2017, 3 years ago, was genetically modified or had seeds now made that's genetically modified. Sugar beets in 2006. Cotton in 1996. Potatoes in 2016 and alfalfa in 2006 was all genetically modified, which means the majority of the plants here today in America that I just named are genetically modified. To continue that, adding and mixing proteins that are not native to the original plant could cause new allergic reactions in the human body. So now we wonder why people are fighting autoimmune diseases, because they're inputting foreign things into their body that's binding onto their receptors that their body considers foreign. Like they're trying to fight it off. You know what I mean? Because, all right, let's go down to the science part of it. We have soybeans. Soybeans has phytoestrogen in it, right? So, and the type of phytoestrogen that it has is isoflavone. So you have isoflavone that binds to the hormone receptors in our bodies. So if that soybean is altered, this DNA is mingled with some laboratory made whatever to make it more acceptable to the herbicide Roundup, and it's altered, that your body is going to recognize that altered gene inside of that plant. Is going to like recognize that, and it's going to consider it as foreign. Your body absorbs everything that it's supposed to, you know what I mean? Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C, different types of antioxidants, different types of antibiotics, different types of minerals, phosphate, all different types of stuff. It absorbs it if the body recognizes it, but it might not recognize that alteration inside of that plant. You get what I'm saying? And when that binds to our receptors, then is, in a sense, your body is going to be fighting that receptor, even though like that it can get really, really deep. That's why you just really need to basically just do your research on certain things and just study. Soy contains phytoestrogens, which we were just talking about, which is considered a plant estrogen. They are chemically similar to the hormone estrogen in a human's body. Estrogen can also help men and women. Men and women have estrogen. They do. You know, women have it more than men, of course, because it's a female hormone. But it also helps men with certain things too, like sexual desire, fluid balance, metabolism, cholesterol levels, skin tone, blood vessel health, all of that. It helps with that too in men and women. So it's not bad to have estrogen. Every man has a certain amount of estrogen in their body already, right? Female have more estrogen than men. So it has the ability, the phytoestrogen has the ability to bind with our hormone receptors, just like human estrogen does. What is the function for the hormone receptors? You know, what are they supposed to do? Let's see what they're supposed to do. So hormone receptors, they are found within the cell. They are the eyes and ears of the cell. They are receiving messages and telling the cells basically what to do. They also have an important role with the organs, affecting such diverse processes as growth and development, reproduction, and sexual characteristics, right? So, what is the sexual characteristic? Just to put it out there, you know, what is it? It's the physical or behavioral traits of an organism. Physical or behavioral traits of an organism. What is estrogen? What is estrogen? Let's see. Any group of steroid hormones which promote the development and maintenance of female characteristics of the body. Is also in parts of the brain that control emotions. So, obviously tells you that estrogen is more prevalent in females. It is. Men have estrogen too, but their levels can get high. Yes, males' estrogen levels can get high, just like female estrogen levels can get high. Anything that you take too much of, you can get high. It can not get high, but you know what I mean. Anything that you take too much of, you could take too much. Too much vitamin D. I got on here, and it says that's the toxic buildup of calcium in your blood. Too much estrogen can lead to weight gain, mainly around the hips and the waist. But I need to take some more estrogen. But that's what it does for women. But too much estrogen in men. Too much estrogen in men can have an emotional and physical side effects. If a male took estrogen, he would grow boobs, gain weight in hips and thighs, could become depressed, and have loss of hair. Yes, males can definitely overload on estrogen, and it can have an effect, and a negative effect on their body. And that's what anything, too much or too little of anything, will have an effect on your body. So you're telling me if I continue to eat a lot of this food that I'm not gonna have a side effect of having it too much? I think there's a balance. You need a balance, especially males. You need a balance when it comes to soy. Too much soy, yes. Soy is, first off, it's genetically modified. So for me, it's like, okay, we shouldn't even be eating soy anyway, right? But if you are vegetarian, vegan, and you need that extra oomph in your meal, then in moderation. You have to eat it in moderation. Especially guys. If you eat too much, it will definitely have that effect. I know that it also, for a certain period, that isoflavones may bind with receptors for a estrogenic or anti-estrogenic activity. So yes, it can bind to them and neutralize it where it's not producing more estrogen. Yes, it can. Furthermore, if you eat it more and more on a consistent basis, it will become a problem. Just like anything. If you have way too much vitamin D, way too much calcium, way too much iron, too much vitamin C can lead to too much iron in your blood. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit here and be eating oranges for a week straight, and just be loading up on all this vitamin C if it's going to have a negative effect. You have to eat everything in moderation. It's all about a balance. So yeah, I mean, that's all that I really have. A couple little side notes that I have. One is, what do you eat meat for? You eat meat for protein, right? So if you're eating this meat and it's telling you that you're getting this amount of protein, of course every package is going to display how much protein you're getting, how much vitamins and minerals you're getting. It's going to tell you that, but it's not going to also tell you that what the effect of it is on your body. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to tell you, like, isoflavone is not a vitamin or a mineral, and it's not going to be on the back of soy. It's not. And it's not going to tell you, hey, this soy package contains isoflavone, which is a plant estrogen. You get what I'm saying? Eat in moderation. It's not going to give you those warnings. It's not. It gives you the basic. It gives you what it needs to pass through the FDA to be able to put on the back of the package and sell to you. You need to further your research when it comes to what exactly is in these foods. And that comes down to the preservatives. That comes down to everything that you eat. That's basically really all that I have on this subject. I think I want to kind of go into it a little more because it can get a lot more complex. It can get more deep when it comes to the estrogenic activity. But basically what it boils down to is knowing what to put in your body. Knowing what to put in your body, how much of it to put in your body, and just to eat everything in moderation. You have to. Definitely, you guys, be careful when it comes to GMOs. You do not want to eat too many GMOs. You don't. So definitely, like I said before, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, if it says 100% organic, 100% organic, then you're good. Now, if it just say organic, then there's still about a 30% somewhere in there. There's still a little bit of genetically modified in there. You get what I'm saying? It's not 100%. Like, anything that says 100% is 100%. Unless they just falsely put that on there. I don't know. But majority of the time, 100% is 100%. So that's what you want to stick with. That's really all that I have for real on soy. I'm probably going to shoot a video later, you guys, about, but with the garden, to show you the difference from the last time we have went back there. I think the last video I made was me pruning the garden, and I pruned it with I pruned it for the mint and for the basil, which obviously I need to prune it again because it's grown like a lot. But I will definitely be doing a video in the garden to give you an update on that. Those who don't know, I am the owner of Alkahlivin LLC, so you can check out my website. I have non-dairy hemp milk, I have cold pressed juices, sea moss, wild crafted, and gel form. So definitely hit me up on there. If you're watching this via YouTube, go follow me on Instagram at Alkahlivin LLC and Facebook at Alkahlivin LLC. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, then go follow my YouTube channel, like and subscribe to my video, please, please, please. And my video or my page on YouTube is Alkahlivin LLC also. So thank you so much for you guys' love and support, and thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. I don't mind making another video around your questions. That is what I'm here for, to help you guys when you have questions about health. So definitely please just let me know and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for your love and support again, and I'm out.